What is up, ladies and genitals? Four Eyes in here, coming at you, coming through, and today's video is going to be a short one. I am going over what I think are the best LMGs in the game so far. There are only 3, so let's get started. In our number 3 spot, which you can already see is the M60. If I had a tier list of every weapon in the game, I would put this at C tier, B tier at the most, but this gun is just not a good weapon, even compared to the other LMGs. It has the slowest fire rate and 80 S speed, and to me, it even has the worst recoil pattern. Don't get me wrong, the recoil is low compared to other guns, but it bounces every single direction, like up, side to side, which makes it unpredictable and hard to control. The only positives that I can really think of for the M60 is that it has an insane time to kill. If you get a headshot, it makes the gun into a 2-shot killing machine. It also has a high base bullet damage, so you can steal a lot of kills from your teammates. Overall, I think this gun is best used for closer to medium range maps. I think the M60 is actually the worst LMG for long range just because of its recoil pattern. If it could get a buff, I would say definitely buff the AES or recoil to make it a more viable LMG. In my opinion, stay away from the M60 unless you really like this gun, since there are much better options in the light machine gun class. Next is the RPD. It is the older brother to the AK-74U and AK-47. Ironically enough, before the AK-74U bullet velocity nerf, it actually had the lowest bullet velocity in the AK family at 475 meters per second. For reference, the 74U used to have a value of 500 meters per second for bullet velocity, and the AK-47 has a value of 490. So it was weird that the SMG had the highest and the LMG, which was the RPD, had the lowest. But after the patch, the RPD still has a lower bullet velocity than the AK-47 and all of the LMGs. It's actually quite significant when the M60, which has the second highest bullet velocity of 600, is 125 away. Even though the RPD has a slower bullet velocity, it can still beam people at range. It has a low recoil and a really competitive time to kill. The main thing that separates the RPD from other LMGs is actually it has the fastest movement speed in the class, which is comparable to an assault rifle. So I guess that is the trade-off for having the slowest bullet velocity in the class. If I was to rank it, it would probably be a mid to high A tier weapon. It's a solid gun, it's just the bullet velocity is quite low compared to the other LMGs. Finally, in our number 1 spot, it is no surprise, drum roll please, it is actually the M60. I lied, this thing is a complete monster of a weapon and needs a nerf. Obviously, I'm joking, and if it's not obvious yet, number 1 has to go to the Stoner 63. This thing is a S tier monster in multiplayer, and even in zombies, it's that good. It has the fastest time to kill of all the LMGs, and if I was camping and strategically holding lanes, this is the gun that I would use. This thing is a laser beam with an insane time to kill. If someone was head glitching with this gun, I would not challenge them at all unless I had a sniper or if I could one burst them with the M16. It has the fastest fire rate, highest DPS, and highest bullet velocity in the LMG class. Its hipfire is even comparable to some of the SMGs, which is ridiculous. The RPD isn't too far from the Stoner in the time to kill department, but the Stoner's power and time to kill is just unmatched and is undoubtedly the LMG king. That is it for my tier list. There aren't too many LMGs in the game, but it looks like we are going to get some more in season 3. This season went by fast in my opinion, which isn't a bad thing since we are getting more content. Let me know what you guys think is the best LMG in the game and why you think that. Maybe the M60 really is the best, who knows. That is it for today's video. Other than that, namaste my friends, and I will talk to you all next time.